Where should you stand when it comes to hitting the bag? Common mistakes I see with a lot of people when it comes to hitting the bag is not knowing their distance. They don't know their distance of where they should be standing relative to how close or how far away from the bag they should be. We're going to dispel a lot of common mistakes, and I'm going to train you on how to combat those mistakes and how to hit the heavy bag properly. Now, when it comes to working with your heavy bag, the first thing that I teach my students is throw your jab out at full length. So get in your stance. If you can touch it with your jab, you're at full length. That's called measuring your bag. In boxing, we'll measure and then we'll strike. So there's opportunity there. So when you're first getting there, what I like to do is just kind of tap that heavy bag a few times. It allows me to kind of get my adjustment. If I'm too far away from the bag, the common mistake that I see is people way out here and then they step into the bag. There's opportunity for advanced training for that. But in this video, as a beginner or understanding the basic fundamentals of distance on the bag, if you can land it with your jab, you can land it with any other punch. One of the biggest telltale signs from boxing beginners, advanced, doesn't matter. Generally, hopefully if you're an advanced fighter, you're not making this common mistake. With the bag swings a lot. When I see the bag swinging a lot, I've seen a lot of training, a lot of boxing trainers who will actually let their clients throw that bag, and then they like to use that as punches coming up. There's a drill for that, but I see so many times in boxing clubs all across the world, trainers being okay with that bag swinging. What happens is, the biggest common mistake, the biggest pet peeve I see is when I get someone and they're hitting that bag and then they wait for it as it comes back, then they keep hitting it and keep swinging and swinging and swinging more and more and more. Nothing drives me more nuts than seeing that. And the reason why is because no trainer has sat down or taken the time to explain to that individual how to throw their punches and use the heavy bag. Let me now get into how that works. If I'm going to throw my 1-2 or my jab cross, if I don't throw it, if I lean into my punches, you see how it swings? Because I've leaned in and I've pushed through the bag. To fix that mistake, I know my distance and I'm going to snap my punches. See, the bag is going to wobble and shake and it's going to move a little bit because it's a bag and it's getting hit. But I'm not leaning in and I'm not forcing the bag. I'm not pushing it, snapping my punches. When I see people throwing hooks, throwing a hook and swinging that bag, that means they don't know their distance. I want to go right to my center line. You can hit that target, snap your punch, and snap it back. That's one of the biggest common mistakes that I see everywhere, is the bag swinging. If I see in my classes, or if I go to a boxing studio and I see a large number of people and their bags are swinging, I just know right there and then someone hasn't taken the time to teach them their distance and how to snap their punches. There's footwork drills that I will teach you guys to swing your bag and use it to get in and get out. When it comes to throwing combos on the bag, you want to keep it clean, okay? So let's talk about the jab. Let's go through each punch. When I'm throwing my jab on that bag, now, that jab is snapping on that bag. I know that bag, snapping it, throwing it in about 2-3 inches and bringing it right back. When I land my 1-2, bag's not swinging. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Snap your punches, know your distance. Now there's 4 levels. Okay? This is an outside level. If I can touch it with my jab, I'm on the outside. I'm generally going to land my long, straight punches from the outside. I can land a long lead hook with my thumb up, kind of a slap. You can catch someone pretty quick on that. I can pick their chin up with that lead uppercut. Outside that, it's going to be a little harder for the rear hook and the rear upper from a long range. Outside of that long range is your other range. Being outside the pocket is your outside, or outside the pocket, like you're on the outside of the pocket on the outer edge. Then you have your medium range. Medium range, you're going to be a little bit of more of a guard. So you're going to, instead of being a low guard, you're going to be more of a medium or high guard. And you're going to work your body shots, your head shots. More of your hooks and uppercuts in your medium-sized range. If you're going to throw your straight punches, they're to distract, they're to occupy. You might throw a 1-2 and a 5-2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. You want to throw those nice and tight. Now you have your close range. This is where you can get in. I'll teach my clients getting in on their shoulders, getting in close, rubbing up, throwing those body shots, getting in there, drop their hands, go up top. Okay? Everything you do, you can see that the bag's not swinging. If you're swinging the bag, I find that a lot of people at the end of boxing workouts, their knuckles are sore, their wrists hurt, and it's because they're pushing through the bag. No one's taught them how to throw their punches correctly. That is one of the biggest common mistakes I see in group boxing workouts on the heavy bag. To summarize, common mistakes that you're going to do is seeing that bag swing, not knowing your distance. So let's talk about why. There's a few reasons why you may be making the mistake of closing that distance and not hitting it. If you lean forward, so if you're leaning forward into your punches, because if you look at it from your point of view, if I'm throwing my punches, I'm in my stance, I throw that jab out there, I fire that cross, I've got that good distance. The second I lean forward, I've closed that distance. If I can hit it here, the second I lean forward, now if I'm leaning into my punches, that's going to cause them to swing. That's a common mistake. Being too close. You're too close to the bag, and people like to what I call rabbit punch, or they have the T-Rex arms, crocodile arms. They're punching all short, and then when they want to get tough or they want to throw hard punches, they'll then extend them, and being too close to the bag is what makes it swing. I see a lot of people being taught incorrectly to shuffle in and shuffle out. I don't like that at all. If you're on your bag and I throw my combo 1, 2, it's like 1, 2, and I shuffle out, and I shuffle in, I see this happening so many times in boxing clubs. And it tells me that the trainer doesn't know how to teach a proper boxing class. And what they're doing is they're using their shuffle in and out as a way to increase the conditioning or the cardio, which I get, but when you're hitting a 100-pound bag for 8 rounds, 30 minutes, that's the workout. Boxing, the authenticity of boxing is the workout. Enough of all the gimmicks and the games, and there's drills to kind of increase the heart rate and stuff like that, but to have someone for a full round or an entire class throw a combo, shuffle out, shuffle in, shuffle out, shuffle in, and then I see trainers saying, oh, it's okay that that bag is swinging, just time it up. No, it's unnecessary. Know your distance. Start off by measuring your bag. Throw your jab out there. Throw it out there a couple times. Maintaining your center of weight. Maintain your weight. Throw your jab out there. Maybe throw that 1, 2. Throw that 1, 2. Okay, now I know I've got my stance. Feet are on the balls of my, or the weight's on the balls of my feet. Throw that 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, know your distance, understand your distance. Summarize. Don't let that bag swing. Snap your punches. Don't push through your punches. Don't lean forward. Don't shuffle. All those are going to cause your heavy bag to swing, and ultimately, you're going to get injured. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. That's your boxing coach. My name is Steve Murbaugh. Great job today, guys.